Good morning, junior hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, and the Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. This is the Junior Hockey Morning Show. Live this morning, we are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and very quickly, something more. Today is Wednesday, February 15th, 2023, the day after Valentine's Day. For all you that forgot about Valentine's Day and woke up on the couch or on the floor with a sore head, I feel your pain. I did get to the store last night, accomplished my feat. Late at night, I was surprised to find roses still there. They're very cheap this morning. Got some roses, got a big bottle of Nutella. You learn these things when you marry a Latina, but Nutella is just as valuable as the roses on Valentine's Day. It's just the way it is. We're learning. Tommy is in Latina husband school. He's learning all the tricks. It's not fair. I didn't have a helper like that when I was his age. Well, kind of had the helpers. But let's go through some of the things from last night before getting into today's very controversial subject. USHL, again, the road teams are winning. Des Moines over Lincoln in overtime, 4-3. Green Bay dumped Dubuque at Dubuque, 5-1. Tonight, Sioux Falls is at Fargo. Should we expect more of the same? North American Hockey League, no games last night, no games tonight. The Austin Bruins announced that forward and alternate captain Walter Zacher has committed to play NCAA Division I hockey at Robert Morris University for next year. Zacher, 20, is currently competing in his third and final season of playing junior hockey in the NAHL. The 5'11", 190-pounder from Buffalo, New York, has appeared in 113 career regular season games as a member of the Bruins. The Anchorage Wolverines announced that forward and NAPHL alum Jackson Renicky has committed to play NCAA Division I hockey for Robert Morris University as well. Hey, 2 for 2 for the 23-24 season. Renicky, 20, has been with the Wolverines for both of their seasons. 5'9", 168-pound native of Faribault, Minnesota, has shifted his play into next gear for this season, and he's been a point-a-game player for the Wolverines this year. With 22 goals and 47 points for the team's 41 games, Renicky leads Anchorage in scoring and is currently 6th in the NAHL in points. Here's where I get in trouble. It's coming. Are you ready? Today's topic, if I were king. The North American Hockey League would simply replace the drippy faucet. Yeah, this is going to be ugly. Get your coffee, sit down. Don't get mad at me. I imagine that I will be hearing from the league this morning. That's okay. If I were king, North American Hockey League would part ways with Director of Public Safety Mark Fawcett. This isn't often that I call for someone's head, but it's time. Why? The former National Hockey League on-ice officials' history of bias and favoritism has continued from the days in the show to the Southern Professional Hockey League and now the North American Hockey League. There's a lot of stories out there about Fawcett showing favoritism while on the ice with the NHL. Coaches from the SPHL are telling me numerous stories of run-ins with Fawcett that eventually ended the retired on-ice official's 5-year run as the league's director of officiating. Again, favoritism, being an authoritarian and clear bias towards and against certain teams and coaches eventually forced that separation. One SPHL owner said it best: there is no way we would ever consider bringing him back. The natural next job up the ladder of development for someone of Fawcett's, with his resume and his experience, should have been going to the ECHL or the American Hockey League, but that was not the next step for Fawcett, was it? Instead of climbing that ladder to higher levels of play, he stepped off the professional ladder altogether, came down to the North American Hockey League. He's been comfortably seated within the NAHL since 2015 as a director of player safety, and also serves as a supervisor of officials for the USA Hockey Officiating Development Program. Well, that's been a joke. We're losing more referees than we're gaining. The NAHL itself has been a disaster for referees this year. The problem, and it's a big one, is that he's clearly playing favorites again when it comes to disciplinary decisions regarding incidents within the NAHL. He's now reversing decisions, reversing suspensions for dangerous penalties, and dishing out harder decisions against teams and coaches a few of his owner buddies do not like. That's completely crazy. This is essentially the same issue that got him chased out of the SPHL. So much for trying to fix the leak. This coffee break brought to you by the North American Hockey League and Bustelo Coffee Company. As a result, he appears entrenched within the league at this point, leaving many to wonder what's it going to take for the owners to force a change. Does a player have to be paralyzed or even lost because some of these questionable reversals? If something bad happens, Fawcett will take the shield. Oh, no, not my fault. I was just doing what I was told. Then Frankenfeld will step in. I didn't tell you to do that. And then Fawcett, who's been known to say, the owners want these kids on the ice. Fans like them. A player with a history of dangerous play needs to be taken out, not left back in. There has to be consequences for actions. When you take away the consequences, you're going to get more bad actions. Simple result. Not difficult to understand. This is what happens when you try to be buddy-buddy with the bosses. Sometimes you must replace some of the old leaky hardware with functional new ones. It's clear to see that the league is very impressed with this guy's resume, regardless of the job he's doing now. Yeah, this is like buying a 1996 Rolls Royce. Beautiful car. It now rides like a Ford truck. It's not what it used to be. It's not the same level of comfort that it used to be. A little rough around the edges, a little old. Leaks oil. Sometimes starts. Not a good investment. Let's call this dismissal a cost-saving initiative. It's well known that Director of Officiating Keith Cavell and Fawcett do not see eye to eye on many issues. Often it appears that Fawcett is making decisions simply to overrule Cavell. That's petty and certainly not in the best interest of player safety. Why are these two guys butting heads in the first place? Why is Fawcett even there? Why not just go with the rules that are on the books, Pretty serious rules. Let the director of officiating decide if he wants to overrule the guys who are in the arena on the ice. That makes sense. But let the person that does this job just follow the damn rules. Maybe it's time for the league to reconsider keeping Fawcett and let Cavell actually follow the rules as written and do both jobs. How hard can it be, Mr. Commissioner? Yes, it's time to call the plumber. Get rid of the leaky faucet. Get control of this. The league right now is having some issues with staffing. I get that. This guy's part of the problem. Drop his salary from the number, pay some of the guys in the office a little bit more, and you'll keep them longer. It's Dallas. You guys are in Dallas. It's not that hard of a job, market, but you got to pay people to be able to live in Dallas. They can't work in Dallas area and live, in Tyler, where it's more affordable to live. So break that salary up, give it to everybody else. Heck, even Alex Curious needs more money. I know people are going to laugh at that one. Alex works hard. Those guys do a good job there, but they're overworked, underpaid. Maybe if Frankie Field sliced some of his salary, we can get more done. But Fawcett, send him somewhere else. Let him just go play with USA Hockey and stay out of the league's hair. That would make sense. Why are we having this infighting within the league? Why are owners butting heads all over the place? I know the idea is to be competitive, but let that competition stay on the ice. You guys are supposed to be partners. This calling in on crap, is baloney. If it's a bad call and you want to get it reversed, okay, that makes sense. Or maybe the referee really didn't see it. But this other nitpicking is just poop on a stick. And the referees that are doing the same thing and focusing on certain organizations because you don't like a coach, grow some testicles. That's ridiculous. Be a professional. You're embarrassing everybody. It's got to end. People don't want to be referees because you guys are making a butt out of yourselves. Get a grip. And it's not all of you, it's just a few of you. If you're a linesman and you see the referee as being biased, call him out on it. Don't just go along with it. It's ridiculous. When you see a referee being inappropriate, leaving the ice, yapping to fans, shut that guy up. He's representing you. Grow some testicles. It's ridiculous. And it's enough. Let's get some real hockey guys back in and get them on the ice and wearing the stripes, and we'll end this problem. Where it's enough. It's over. That's it. Come on, Mark. Get a grip. That's it for today. Enjoy your coffee and have